Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be looking at some 1 week punts for Game Week 6. These are pretty much short term picks that could just give you an edge for this week. Whether you're just trying to catch up on your mini leagues, climb on your overall rank, or if you're even using your free hits. Because I know a lot of people are using a lot of chips this week. There's wildcards, chips, but and the rest. So, just a quick note before we dive in. I am not going to be covering any Manchester City in this video because I think I covered the two that interested me in my last video. So I didn't think there would be any need to pretty much repeat myself on why I felt those picks are good. So this one's just about other players who I feel like they can just deliver big for this particular week. And I'm going to be covering 5 players across different positions who I think could shine in Game Week 6. Um, some of these punts are risky, and I think when they do pay off, they will make a massive difference because most of them are differentials. Anyways, so before we dive in, please don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss weekly updates. So let's get right into it. All right, I'm gonna kick things off with KDH against West Ham at home. So here with why I went for this is that West Ham have conceded a league high of 13 goals, and crucially, 7 of those goals have come from set pieces, which is the most in the league as well. So that's where KDH comes in. He's on corners and indirect free kicks with Everton, so he's got a good chance of delivering some attacking returns this week. In terms of his statistics, he's created 12 chances so far, and the only people the only midfielders who have created more are his teammate Jack Grealish and Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United. And out of those 12, 3 were classified as big chances, which shows the quality of opportunities that he does produce. Only Bournemouth's David Brooks has created more big chances amongst midfielders in FPL. And looking at his price point at 5 million, he offers serious value. Not just He's not just a set piece merchant either. I think he gets into good advanced positions, and he himself, he's not shy about taking a shot himself. So I mean, we're looking at a West Ham team that's like really, really bad defensively. They're fragile on set pieces, second balls. So I think he has a lot of potential this week, but given all these factors. So that takes me to the next player who stays within the same game, and now we're going to defense. That would be James Tarkowski. So again, we're attacking West Ham's weakness as set pieces, which makes defenders like James Tarkowski appealing because not only he can return at both ends. Everton are yet to concede a goal at home this season. Um, Tarkowski is the captain. His minutes are secure, so you don't have to worry about rotation, and he's a DEFCON beast. Him and Senesi are the only two defenders in FPL who have returned DEFCON points in every single game week so far. Um, so I mean that he has a serious upside. So I mean he is a threat from corner kicks, indirect free kicks, and just mention something. If you are looking for someone cheaper in the Everton defense, you can go Michael Keane as well. He's about a million. He's actually a million cheaper. And with Jared Branthwaite out injured, he's expect him to stay he'll be in the team for until at least Branthwaite comes back. And Keane has played all 5 games as well, and he's played 90 minutes as well. So, but for me, Tarkowski is the standout pick. I think he's a bigger threat. I mean, he just has more upside. He's an attacking threat. He's the captain, and he's a DEFCON beast. So that's it with Everton. So my next pick would be Richarlison at home against the Wolves. So Wolves are just awful. They've just been in awful form, losing all 5 of their games and conceding 12 goals in the process. The only team who has conceded more than Wolves is West Ham, who I just previously spoke about. The Wolves' defense has been leaky. You know, definitely leak. I mean, 12 goals. That's a lot in 5 games. And the way Leeds beat them, just came to the Molyneux beat to score three past them. That was just pretty poor. Um, then, anyways, but talking about Richarlison, um, he's been very, very involved in the Tottenham attack. With 13 shots so far, all his shots have come inside the box. And amongst forwards, only Haaland has more shots and more shots in the box than Richarlison amongst forwards. So that just shows you the level of involvement that he's in the attacking areas, and I think it's very, very encouraging, especially for a 1 week punt when they face one of the worst defenses in the league. And he's given Tottenham's upcoming fixtures, he can actually be more than just a 1 week punt. Because we have Solanke is out, Kolomwani is also out, even though Kolomwani, according to Thomas Frank, should be back soon, but Richarlison is almost certain to be starting games for the near future. And I mean, at this price at 6.7 million, he's a good mid-range forward option that you want to have. Who can this week he can have a field day against a very bad Wolves team. Next, this is a slightly riskier one. Morgan Gibbs White, he's at home to Sunderland. Now this is more speculative, if I'm being honest. There aren't really many statistics to back this up, but the reason I'm punting on him is because of Ange Postecoglou. We know how he likes his teams to play, full of attacking intent. So I expect Forest to be a lot more aggressive going forward, and Gibbs White will be at the heart of everything attacking that they do. Whether and I know Sunderland, just like other promoted sides, they've been pretty stubborn this season. So I actually think that they're gonna come to Forest with to actually try and attack Forest, given Forest would leave those gaps. So I think those gaps is actually where um a player like Gibbs White will thrive, where he can pull strings in the final third. And I mean, so far 9 shots in 5 games. That's not bad, with 6 of them being in the box. But unfortunately, he's just yet to get any sort of attacking return this season. So I think this is the type of fixture that he can explode. Um, as with Ange Ball, very, very high octane, full of attacking intent, very, very high, and Gibbs White will be at the center of all that. So that's why I decided to just take a punt. Why he's a player that I'll consider taking a punt on this for just this week though. And now finally, last but not least, this is a player that I think everybody has been waiting for. This would be Alexander Isak, as we all know. Now this pick, I don't think I'd have picked him if Ekitike didn't stupidly get himself sent off today. Um, so I mean, Isak started in the Carabao Cup today. He, scored a very good goal, very good finish. Even though yes, it was pretty much from a mistake, like a tap in, but the way he took that finish and put it over the goalkeeper, that just showed his quality. So pretty much the main reason I'm going for Isak is simply because of his quality. We know his quality in the past. He's been proven to be fixture proof. He can score against any team, and we know Palace. Yes, are gonna play a deep block. Crystal Palace are unbeaten in the last 17 across all competitions. But Isak's quality on the ball, with his skill set, his dribbling, and his ability to just navigate within tight spaces, he can create. He has the potential to create something. He's the type of striker that has the potential to create something out of nothing. And yes, I don't expect him to play the full 90 minutes, but now with Ekitike suspended for 1 game, I do expect that he will start, and I think he will. My estimation is that he'll probably get somewhere between 65 to 70 minutes, just to also build up his fitness. So he's the type of guy that I think um obviously if which he should start, and he should give you the type of rewards. He has the potential to also give the type of rewards because he is a proven Premier League striker. After Erling Haaland, for me, he's next. He's just he's an amazing player. Not just his numbers, but just watching him play is actually a joy to watch. And I think um he's going to be key if to break down the very stubborn and mean Crystal Palace defense at Selhurst Park. So there you have it. Those are my 5 1 week plans for Game Week 6. KDH, Tarkowski, Richarlison, Gibbs White, Isaac. So just to note that these punts they do carry risk, but it's all in the short term, and a few of them can make a difference in the long term, such as Richarlison or Isaac, if they do come off. So anyways, which one? If are you considering any of these players, or do you have anyone else in mind for Game Week 6? So please let me know in the comments, and if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keeps the weekly content coming. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best of luck in Game Week 6.